Beat the drums of freedom for Mandela, as the whole world should be singing in a cappella. Celebrate this fearless freedom fighter, an extraordinary kind of modern-day good fella who fought like a soldier to make our future brighter. Was born in July of 1918, when racial prejudice wasn't considered mean. Joined the fight for freedom while he was still a teen, an age at which this lad was still very green. This gentle giant from Johannesburg almost single-handedly tipped the iceberg. Now that town is warm and no longer cold, as the cold-hearted hatred has lost his soul. Yes, he pierced and killed it whenever he smiled. He had that trait instilled in him, even as a child. This kid was calm, but smart and agile. From all reports, he wasn't loud, and neither was he wild. Though his father died while he was only 9, this kid had more guts than you and me combined. Forthright, but with a sound and brilliant mind. But tender age as he was, he had to fall in line. Born into a society which was so unkind, spent 27 years in prison for speaking his mind. But the authorities had no legitimate reason. That's when they manufactured something and called it treason. But from prisoner to president, nothing new for icons of African descent. We see Obama, who was born of a Kenyan parent, became the first black American president. This devoted warrior, who bellowed from the very guts of South Africa, wanted nothing but a voice for his black brother, and to eradicate hate and oppression from amongst one another. Thank God for Bishop Desmond Tutu, the activist and architect who led the fight to free him for me and you. Hail the hero in Steve Biko, who was incarcerated for what even he didn't know, but was beaten to death while jailed in the Praetorian ghetto. These guys never surrendered, steadfast in the fight which was intended. They grew fearless, brave, and true, as to struggle was all they ever knew. To give in to racism and abuse was a no-no, even as the vessel of freedom sailed, but was rocking to and fro. Madiba joined the African National Congress. That fight for freedom was like a fierce game of chess. But even in the keenest of contests, this warrior knew how to be at his very best. He was the architect who dismantled apartheid, and a voice for those who suffered quietly on the inside. If it wasn't for the likes of him, Biko, and all the rest, that part of the world would still be a sensitive mess. But let the drums of freedom roll. Beat the Congo from the depth of your very soul. Blow your fife as we give homage to his strife. But as we mourn his death, let us celebrate his entire life. We chant for freedom and not for gold. As in the eyes of oppression, you've got to be bold. He lived a great life. He grew to be 95 years old. May he rest in peace, and may God bless this fearless warrior's soul. Freedom!